Well, Kendi lays out the history of racist ideas. And if you look at the history of America since then, slavery, for instance, was the driver of the economy. So for economic and political interest, the policy was to make money. And therefore you had to have a philosophy that blacks were inferior, they were intelligently inferior, bodily different from white people, inferior, and so you had to have a justification for the brutality of slavery. So you had the policy to make money, and then you demean black people in order to justify it. Now, one can also argue that there's so much hate and violence going on in America right now because of the political situation we have and people drawing that out of racist people. But I think it's not a matter of the chicken and the egg. I think Kendi just outlined so well the history of racist ideas and that came from economic political policy. In order to keep those powers in place, you needed to demean black people as inferior, as beasts, as animals, etc. Well, Kendi raises that question in the prologue. He spends so much voluminous time documenting, like no one ever has before, the history of racist ideas in America and before then. But basically his idea is that we must adapt a complete anti-racist philosophy. We're not responsible for white people's racism. We're just responsible for finding out what to do to recognize the equality of all racial groups. So we must, as strong as that racist idea was, we must come up with just as strong and anti-racist ideas and be committed to that so that we develop the power through the movements to change America. Well, I love to read books, maybe that's one reason, but there's a difference. The book club is a group of people that trust one another so that you can say whatever opinion you want to say and you will not be out of favor. You'll still be trusted to participate. So it's one of the highlights of each month for me when I get to engage with others who have read the same book. And the discussions are engaging and interactive and welcoming. So that's why I love it.